Right, hello, welcome to July 15th. I don't know. I don't care. I haven't vlogged in a while. This is kind of wild, but I'm bored and I need a distraction from other things going on in my life. So here we are, starting on my YouTube channel again. Today, my friend and I we took some pictures and I posted some. We also tried to buy longboards, but they're sold out most places or they're ugly. I might buy one online later. Here's the pictures. They're alright. Social media is kind of annoying me lately, except for Snapchat because that's where I talk to a lot of my friends, but kind of hating it, kind of hating TikTok right now. Also need to put my map back up. It fell down in the middle of the night last night, which is pretty inconvenient, so I need to do that. I'll give you an OOTD. This shirt, well, there's this bra, but I don't remember where it's from. I think it's Hollister. This shirt's from Tilly's. Bad fast fashion. These like boy shorts I thrifted, and then this is also thrifted, and my necklace is from a Etsy shop and it has a chalice because chalices, you use them, you know. My eyes look kind of good today. I've been drinking lemon water recently because I don't know, I heard it's good for you and spices up my day. All right, I have the hammer and I've already taken out one nail, so I'm gonna take out the other ones and then hang the mat back up. It's crooked. Okay. I made my bed. I have that blanket. That's the one I sleep with, but it's just right there because it's been really hot at night. So I probably won't be under all these covers, but I can just sleep with this blanket on top of here and not have to get under the sheets. And then I can have these sheets on for like longer than a week and I won't have to change my sheets. So it's a genius. It's saving so much time and effort. I'm really tired today. That's why I don't have a lot of energy. The next thing I'm gonna do is probably my whiteboard. I have this little calendar, but I don't really need to use my whiteboard for anything, so I'm gonna make that calendar bigger so I can actually write stuff I'm doing on it. Also, my skin's like peeling a little bit, like not really sure why. Maybe I got sunburnt and it's just like peeling off, but either way, I finished my whiteboard. Looks really good. I'm gonna show you how like all the stuff I'm doing on it, and so you probably don't need to see that because it's like all my friends' names and my appointments and stuff, so it's kind of weird. All right, I'm back. I didn't go anywhere, but we're gonna make cookies now because I'm so bored. We only have white chocolate chips, so we're making like chocolate cookies with the white chocolate chips instead of the other way around, you know. Preheat oven, combine flour, cocoa, baking soda, and salt. No, why? No. Owie. Ow. What do we do? What do we do? Nobody prepared me for this. I know that y equals mx plus b, but I don't know what to do when the butter melts all over the microwave. Okay, so that's like a fourth of the butter that I need for these cookies. So what's the game plan now? So I guess we'll just keep going. So this is 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, but I'm just gonna use a 1/2 cup. I do this a lot when I bake. I just use like a 1/2 cup and then like calculate how many things so that I don't have to use like a cup and a 1/2 cup and like all these different things. It just makes dishes easier, you know, and makes the recipe sometimes a little wonky, a little fun, you know. Next, we're combining the cocoa powder, and we need a whole whopping 2/3 cup. So that's a little over 1/2 cup. If my math teachers have taught me right. Just kidding, we didn't really learn about measurements like this in math. I don't know why. I do go to school in America, so you know, we never really know what's up with her. If this turns out bad, I'm blaming my sophomore year math teacher. Sorry, no offense, but like also baking soda, 1 teaspoon, and we also need like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Call me Rachel Ray, but this looks like chocolate milk powder to me. Okay, we're gonna add the butter, but we also gotta add a little more butter because it melted all over the microwave. So we have to add 3/4 cup of white sugar and also 2/4 cup of brown sugar, but we don't have brown sugar. But a little life hack for you is when you don't have brown sugar, just mix some molasses with some sugar and it does the job. I really don't know how much molasses. I'm not measuring that at all. Like, I really don't know. That could be completely wrong. The vanilla extract, so we do need a teaspoon of this. Okay, the chunk of butter, it really isn't mixing, so I'm gonna microwave her. The dough, piecey, you know, like that. And I think that's because of the butter error that happened earlier. sometimes we gotta do things manual. I just realized I forgot to put in the eggs, so we're actually doing fun with the amount of liquid. Talents, sorry. Guys, I'm more talented and I can crack both those eggs with both hands, one in each hand. Now we will add the chocolate chips. Baby, don't you cry, life is done. Okay, I'm just gonna do the rest of this with a spoon because it keeps getting stuck in like the whisk thing. It's a bit annoying, love. Time to put them on a baking sheet. That's what it is. A while ago, I asked people to ask me questions about my like Etsy and YouTube for a video, and I never made that video, and I don't really know that video, I don't know that that's gonna happen, but I thought I'd at least answer those questions since people did take the time to ask me them. There's 4 questions. First, we have from Allie. Allie just asks, how's life going? My life is going all right. Next, Caroline says, how do you come up with original ideas that are interesting? I don't really post on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I don't, but you know, when something sparks to mind, then that's usually when I make a video, and that's when I'm excited, and that's when it actually gets posted and stuff. But that's not as often anymore, which is okay. Mostly I've just been making Twilight videos because I love Twilight, and that's just recreating the movies. That does take a lot of time and energy to do, and they're like some of my favorite videos ever, even though they're like level 100 embarrassing. And I wish that like nobody would see them ever, but they're also something that keeps me going in life. So yeah, I don't really think of original ideas. Mostly I just like watch other people, and then sometimes I put my own like little spin on it, or sometimes I just vlog, and that's pretty much all. If you're talking about my videos like last summer, I don't really know how I thought of all of those ideas. I can't even get back into the mindset of my Visco girl height of YouTube phase. Like I can't even imagine what I must have been thinking last summer. Caroline also asked, how long did it take for you to get monetized? How long after you hit 1,000 subscribers? I don't know exactly. It wasn't super long after I hit 1,000 subscribers. Because my Disco Girl video kind of blew up, and so that's pretty much where all of my watch hours and subscribers came from, because you have to have 4,000 watch hours, which is how many hours people watch your videos, and then 1,000 subscribers. So that kind of all came from that one video. Not all of it, but like a lot of it, most of it. I started my YouTube channel in April of 2019, and then by like June 1st I had like 100 subscribers. That was mostly just like people I knew from school and like family and stuff. In July, I hung out with some of my church friends who I adore, and we were joking about like, oh, what if you had like used tinfoil as like a straw, like a reusable straw, and we were like joking about some of that and how like you could DIY all these Visco Girl things. And it was like very spontaneous that I went home and like made that video like the next day or 2 days after and posted it. That was like around this time last year. It was like July like 13th or something like that. Then that started gaining a lot of views, and then that's where most of my subscribers and everything came from. And then by the time September rolled around, that's when I had gotten monetized, because they have to like review your channel. They have to send you a thing to confirm your address. They can send you like 10 cents to confirm your bank stuff, which is actually like my dad's stuff, because you have to be 18 to like do all that and your tax stuff. So the last question is from Zia, and this is about my Etsy shop, which is Rough Print Shop. Zia asked, how long does it take you on average to finish and send out an order? That depends. For scrunchies and lanyards and like masks, I have masks. They're $9.99. Go buy one. You have to wear a mask. If you're going to school, you're gonna have to wear them. They're all like tie-dye. They're super fun. So all of that ships within like 1 to 3 days, depending on what is. The masks ship within 24 hours. That's all super quick because that's already stuff I've made. But then there's like my custom tie-dye sweatshirts, which is what I sell most of. It usually takes between 2 and 3 weeks. Sometimes it's less, but I say 2 to 3 weeks in case I don't have a certain size hoodie in stock, and then I can order that and have it back within that time frame. All right, they're done. They look really cute. I'm going to work, so that's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt so you don't see where I work at, because my shirt. Things I've done this morning: applied for some jobs. One of them asked me for my social security number. It was a little bit intimate. I was like, are we gonna kiss right now? LOL. Not my whole social security number, the last 4 digits, but still, I was like, this is watermelon birth bees because it reminds me of Harry Styles, because watermelon sugar. Also, the color of it on the cap reminds me of his album, A Kiss for Harry. And this is my friend Lauren's merch, so go buy some of Lauren's merch. I'll see if I can find their link and put it in the description because there's some cool stuff. Another thing I did today was make some whipped coffee. Oh my god, I forgot I parked in the driveway and not in the front of my house, so I just walked by the window to the front of my house and saw that my car wasn't there, and I was like, somebody stole my car. This is my lemon water from yesterday. Really? I just let you out. Also, this is got drip. If it's funny. I made some whipped coffee because that's what all of us do now. Then I put some maple syrup in it because syrups make me feel like I'm a barista and I'm not, and so it makes me feel like a barista. So I feel like really cool. So I put some maple syrup in it, and it's actually really good. And it's decaf, so my tummy's not gonna hurt later. It's really hot. It's really hot, guys. Let's talk about my taste in music recently. This summer, I will say my taste in music has gotten less pressing. Like, I'm listening to less Lana Del Rey and stuff like that. I still love Lana Del Rey, but like, it's less of Lana and like some of those sadder artists, just because of how my summer's gone. People in my life that have been recommending me music that's not sad. Butterflies, hearts to everyone who's recommended me music this summer. Okay, I'm still working on my playlist. I'll probably have full playlist videos if I really get back into YouTube, like I think I am going to. So, but here's just some songs. We'll just scroll through a couple. It's an oldie but a goodie. Justin Bieber's music, I think, has gone downhill over time. Like, Yummy was a bad song. I cannot believe, like, none of his team, none of his family was like, maybe you shouldn't release that. Like, maybe you shouldn't. Like, yeah. That's a statement I stand by. And then he has some new song, something about Picture Perfect. I don't like that one. I was in a store the other day and it started playing, and I felt like the sudden urge to just like run and get out and like just throw everything down. My fight or flight instinct really got triggered in that moment when that song started playing. Bellyache by Billie Eilish reminds me of September and The Color Green and Grass and British Columbia, Canada. I love Harry Styles. The other night, this was like July 8th or something, I was driving home from my friend's house and it was at night, and I was listening to Fine Line by Harry Styles that came on, and I haven't really like listened to the lyrics of that very much, and I saw a tweet like a few days earlier that was like talking about Fine Line by Harry Styles and like how, you know, you'll have your sad moments and your happy moments, but like life's like a fine line, like something like that along those lines. And I just started thinking about that, and it made me cry so hard. And it is so hard to cry and drive, especially at night. If you ever listen to Fine Line by Harry Styles alone at night, just know that you might cry. I did a virtual church camp this summer, so fun, and we danced to this song. This is one of my favorite memories. I randomly saw Mackenzie Ziegler's YouTube video just popped up on my recommended one day for her music video Exhale, which she filmed at home, and I actually really like the song, so now I listen to it all the time. And like a G6. Okay, this is a good song. It's called Dangerous by Big Data or something like that, but everybody already knows. Vampire Weekend, so sweet. I got a sick obsession, I'm seeing it in my dreams. This is a classic. Lord, oh, I love Lord. Just got done with work, but accidentally put so much hand sanitizer in my hand, so don't know what to do. Today, I had a 3.5-hour shift. It wasn't that bad. I talked to one kid who was very into Transformers. He was like maybe in 7th grade or something. But he was telling me about Transformers, and I know nothing about Transformers. I know that they transform. They're men that transform to cars. Predictable, and they drive fast, which is hot. That's really all I know. And so he was like telling me about his Transformer collections and how he's getting certain ones of them, and then his brother's collecting other ones. I don't remember the kinds of Transformers, sorry. And he was like, you know how Megatron turns into a tank? And I was like, of course I know how Megatron turns into a tank. And he was like, I can't even remember, like that was a different language for me, and I can't even tell the story because I don't know what he said. There was also another man who was like an older man, and then he had like his little son or grandkid. It could have been either, I don't know. There's climbing walls where I work, and you have to like connect them in, but we just like, we show people how to connect themselves in, so like the people that have been there before like know how to hook themselves in and stuff. They either hadn't been there before, or they like, obviously the kid had, because he knew how to like hook himself in and he was doing fine, but the other man, ooh. Sorry, there was a geese that just like flew across the intersection, like it's so graceful. Sorry, let me lock my doors because I'm a woman. So he was like trying to hook it in. I like told him, I was like, do you know how to hook yourself in? He's like, no, but I'm sure I can figure it out. You know how men just like want to think they can do everything. So he goes over to like one of the climbing walls, is trying to hook himself in. It's like 3 minutes. Like I usually stand there for like a minute and just see if people are gonna figure it out or not, but like he wasn't figuring it out. So I walk over, I'm like trying to tell him how to do it, because we're not supposed to like be super like touchy, and like he's like, I got it, I can do it, I should be able to figure this out. Like, it's okay. You know, I'm like being nice and like just trying to tell him how to do it. Kind of like I should be able to do this because since you can do it and you're like 17, like I should be able to do this because I'm a grown man kind of vibe. I end up having to help him, and he's like, oh, okay. And so he climbs the wall and he like comes back down. I had to help him like twice more. Like this man is just struggling. Like he's trying his best, but like he's like just not getting it, and you don't want to just like stand there. But like after he's done it a couple times, he's like trying to help his kid and the other kid that's in there. He's fumbling, he's stumbling, like he's not really getting it. Again, I'm having to help these people and like show them how to do it, which is completely fine because that's my job. By the end of it, he did kind of get it, but he'd like look around. I'm like, sir, you need like the key to unhook yourself, and he's like, oh yeah, the key. I'm like, yeah. For the rest of the time, he doesn't really get on any of the walls. He kind of just stands there and like watches the kids, and he's like asking me questions about if people have ever fallen off stuff, and I'm like, no, I've never seen that. Like, but like sometimes kids jump off of this, but then they hit this, but it's padded. He's like, oh yeah, so they're fine. You know how like men just like sometimes try to control a conversation just to, like, you know, so they're comfortable with the power dynamic. He was like, you like working here? And I can't really explain no red heart, especially without like typing it. So I was like, sometimes that's just a little dip into my day, I guess, a little peek into my work time. That's really all the interesting stuff that happened at work today.